Alright, let us continue onward. Once again, this will be a short episode. It must be. What all have I showed her yet? I don't know. I'll just show everything again. Received from Wright. He wasn't serious when he gave this to me, was he? He was. Is that an attorney's badge? Yes, this belongs to Wright. Really? I am actually a prosecutor. Oh. Then why do you have a defense attorney's badge pinned to your lapel? Well, you see, I borrowed it. And I did. My katana. Oh right, she's lying. I forgot. Completely forgot about that. I was frightened. Since I have been handed this case, it is my duty to dig up all the answers, understand? Yes, sir. The smallest flame can sometimes bathe a case in a whole new light. In my years in court, I've seen it happen over and over again. That's why I'm committed to searching until I have those answers. Now then, is it really true that you didn't go to the inner temple last night? Yes, I swear. I already told you that. Yes, you said you didn't go because you were frightened. That's right. If that's the case, then the obvious question is, what were you so afraid of? Answer? Iris, I wonder, is this what frightened you so much that you couldn't even leave your own room? I don't know yet. It might be the murder, the sword, bloody sword. You don't know. Hanging scroll, Misty Face. Who is the woman on this hanging scroll? Well, I don't know the details, but I have heard she is the master of the Korean channeling technique. Master? Yes. Mystic Misty. She was a great spirit medium. That's what I have heard. I also heard that she went missing over 15 years ago. Spirit mediums. There's no such thing anyway. Mr. Edgeworth. I know all about them. They're nothing but frauds. She doesn't know anything about it, of course. His father's case. But there was a time, 17 years ago, when I met the master myself. In her father's case, she said that she spoke to his father, said that this person is the one who killed, but then that was not the person. Yeah, we know. Iris's hood for evil spirits. That's called a demon warding hood. I gave that to Mr. Wright last night. He was wearing this when I saw him at the hospital today. It's an important item for protecting acolytes from evil spirits. If it's so important, then why did you give it to him? Last night, I felt something. I felt that something terrible was about to happen. Because of the blackmail letter, right? I didn't want Mr. Wright to fall into its grip. Well, he wound up falling into something much deeper and colder. I probably shouldn't say that out loud though. Thank God for inner monologue. Wait, Hasakura temple surrounding area? I'm sorry. I don't leave the temple grounds very often. So I don't know very much about the outside world. That you don't. No Cult magazine? You were against it, right? I was against the idea of our temple appearing in that magazine. I was afraid that this type of tragedy might occur. In that case, why did you allow them to run an article about you? It was Sister Bikini. She's rather fond of attention, surprisingly so. certainly does look rather happy in this photo. Then Laurie's Duxrum, taken by her only pupil. That's Mystic Elise Duxrum. She's a picture book author, or so I've heard. Does she come to Hazakura Temple often? No, this was her first time. It's just that she was a very important visitor, but she was a master. Is that so? Yes, Sister Bikini told me. Be certain not to offend her. The victim, Miss Elise Duxnam. The prosecutor's office still doesn't have much information about her, it seems. Which is rare, yes. Weather data, do you know about the weather? Nope. Okay. What do you know about this note to Iris? This letter, it appears to be addressed to you. Yep, blackmail. I think it's someone's idea of a joke, Mr. Edgeworth. That's why I threw it away. She's not giving me a straight answer for some reason. I'm going to have to find someone else who can give me more information about this. In the victim's star. You know about this? I'm sorry, okay, you don't know about it. This Chito, the apparent murder weapon, has the victim's blood and the suspect's fingerprints on it. Your fingerprints are on this. Is that the murder weapon? Yes, it is. Have you ever seen it before? You should have. Yes. Mystic Amy was holding it in the courtyard. And apparently the head nun witnessed the whole sad affair. He saw you stabbing Miss Elise Buxenham with this very sword last night. Yep, and then Elise's autopsy report. You know about that? I'm sorry, doesn't know, okay. What about Phoenix Wright? He fell from the bridge and is hospitalized. Mr. Wright, how bad is his cold? Well, his fever is very high. As a result, he is rather confused. He's worried about Maya, who is still trapped in the inner temple. And he's quite worried about you as well, it seems. Really? Yes. Naturally, once he recovers, I'll pass the baton back to him. No, don't. I'm sure that Mr. Wright wouldn't want that. He wouldn't want to defend me. Because he knows who you really are. You're a murderer. 2 times. 3 times? No, 2 times. Homicide detective of the local precinct. Investigation. Sorry, I don't leave the temple grounds very often. So I don't know very much about the outside world. Okay. And then Larry Butts. Oh, that's Mr. Loris. He's a very sincere, hard-working person. He was even kind enough to draw a portrait of me. Knowing Larry, this woman is exactly the type that he would fall in love with at first sight. Great. Then Elise Buxenham. I've heard it was very important. Larry's teacher, the defendant, doesn't have any spiritual power. You want to know about me? There's not much to tell, I'm afraid. Just let me get one thing straight. You were raised at Hazakura Temple, correct? And yet, somehow, you seem to know, right? Oh. So you two must have crossed paths somewhere. No, Mr. Edgeworth. Whomever it was, it couldn't have been me. What is that supposed to mean? Let's find out. Gadot. Doesn't know about Gadot. And then Bikini discovered the murder. Her back really bothers her. Bad back. I'd like to ask you about Sister Bikini, the head of Hazakura Temple. She raised me as if she were my real mother. As if she were your real mother? I was left at Hazakura temple when I was just a small child, really. And she's taken care of me ever since. Are you the sister? No, but we defended the sister, right? Of the murder case. Or was the sister's dead? No. No, the younger sister was right, okay. The younger sister was her. Okay, no. Wrong. But the last bridge case. Forgive me for sounding rude, but what about your family? I'm sorry, but I'd rather not talk about this. Okay. Went to the inner temple for spiritual training and is now trapped there. Maya Fey. Oh, this is the woman who was to undergo training last night. Seems like a very strong, reliable woman. Whatever else anyone has to say about this Iris woman, I can't exactly say she's the best judge of character. Incredible. And then Maya's cousin was apparently with the victim at the time of the crime, currently missing. This is your trainee's younger sister, correct? Cousin. She's cute as a button, and she seems to really love mashed potatoes and gravy. Oh? She even said she was going to have the leftovers for dinner the next night. Interesting. And then she took the leftover potatoes and the whole pot of gravy with her to her room. That's quite an appetite for such a little girl. The Fae family thing, I suppose. I don't know. Maybe their powers see a lot of stuff. Inner temple. I just finished speaking with the head nun of Hazakura temple. She testified very clearly as to what happened. She said she saw you stab Miss Elise Lupinum with a sword. And one other thing. She said that when Maya Fey began her training at the inner temple, you were there as well. What? When I spoke with you last, you claimed that you never went to the inner temple. And yet, Sister Bikini says she met with you at the inner temple that very night. But I didn't go there. I didn't go to the inner temple last night. It looks like she's unwilling to tell me the whole truth. I wonder if I'll find the answers I'm looking for if I break those Phycolocks. Frightened? I don't like to walk alone at night. And last night was... What about last night? The locks need to be broken. Oh, nothing. It's rather silly. So there was something special about last night, Nah. It looks like I have no choice but to break these locks. These Phycolocks. Save. Let's begin smashing them. Or at least trying to, I suppose. Take that! I was frightened. So you were frightened. What were you frightened of? Is this what you were frightened of? You couldn't even leave your own room. I'll be waiting for you tonight at 10 at Heavenly Hall. Make sure you come unless you want a secret to be exposed. Was she so scared of this? Or did she see the murder out there? Probably this, right? Yeah. I found this in the main hall. It is addressed to you. Ah, that's... Well, Iris? Why? Why are you glaring at me like that? You were scared of the blackmailer who wrote this to you. Isn't that correct? Ah! Smash. Was it the evidence or the power of my glare that broke that lock? Oh well, I don't suppose it matters either way. But Mr. Edgeworth... Yes? I thought that letter was just someone playing a prank on me. A prank? Well, yes. After all, even if I did have a secret, there's no one to tell it to that would cause me any grief. I wonder about that. Sister Bikini is like a mother to me. I would never hide anything from her. No, you may not have anything to hide under normal circumstances. However, last night was different. No. Unfortunately, I don't know the exact nature of your secret yet. However, whatever it is, there is one person you didn't want your secret told to. Right, obviously. Phoenix Wright. Ah, you mean something to Wright, it seems. And I can tell he holds a special place in your heart as well. That's why you didn't want him, of all people, to know your deep dark secret. Well, what do you have to say? I should have expected as much, especially from a friend of his. Broken. Unlock successful. Frightened of what? After dinner, this letter was waiting for me in my room. It arrived on the same day. As I said, I was frightened by it. What is this heavenly hall the letter mentions? It's a small mountain shack at the base of Dusky Bridge. There's a board. A small shack, huh? It's small like a broken down shack that no one would ever want to go near. Where is it on this map? I don't see it. Oh, Heavenly Hall just popped up. It's around here. To get there, you must follow a small path down from Dusky Bridge. Okay. The reality is, to get to the inner temple, I had no choice but to cross that bridge. But the thought that such a terrible criminal could be lurking at Heavenly Hall. I was so scared by the whole affair that I didn't even want to think about it. So this is the secret that you locked away in your heart. What is the secret though that he was going to reveal? Yes. It looks as though I may have to visit this Heavenly Hall now. Maybe I'll find some sign of our mystery blackmailer. In any case, you still claim to have never left your room last night. Yes, that's exactly right. So who did she see then? This Bikini says she saw someone. She saw her. Obviously, some kind of spirit medium thing. Iris's testimony added to the court record. Rang lights out bell at 10 p.m. and was then in her room until the murder was discovered. The trial starts tomorrow. I promise you, I will win. I'm going to win so that you and Phoenix Wright can see each other again. Oh. But when I do, you must promise me that you will tell him your secret. But it's pointless. Why would you say that? Because I may know who Phoenix Wright is, but he has no idea who I am. Yeah. You'll remember though. Maybe. I'm sorry. If you're flipping testimony, what do you mean you're sorry? Suspension bridge. Hey buddy, what do you know about this Iris's testimony? Look, I'm just a regular super detective. Okay, proud of that. Shouldn't be. Look at this, a board that is. You don't care about. There's a board that says the place on it. Heavenly Hall. Let's go to the main gate first. Let's check if there's anything new going on here. Probably the answer is no, but doesn't hurt to do a quick check. Hey lady, what do you think about Iris's testimony? I'm about this here. Okay, she's an immaterial girl. Living in an immaterial world. Well, while I'm here, nothing new has popped up. Maybe I've missed something. Doesn't look like it though. Alright, no problem. Courtyard. I mean, you're the same guy, right? Yeah. Nothing new. We should quickly examine, just make sure everything has been examined already. What is that? It's a very nice round imprint there. It's kind of weird. They tell me to do that. Main hall, main gate, suspension bridge, heavenly hall. Oh my god! What the? He's painted and he's got even that freaking banner and everything here. So definitely my man was here. February 8, Heavenly Hall. Larry Butts was here. He might still be here. Whoa, not much of a view down here, huh? It's still better than the view from my apartment, though. Someone's here. Hide yourself, detective. It's Larry Butts. Oh, why? Why does this always happen? Hey, Larry. Whenever I find a girl I like, they always run away. I even chased one of them to Japan. Next is going to be prison, I suppose. Probably. I'll steal that detective's wallet. That'll get me locked up for sure. What the hell? Nah, I can't do that to someone who looks like he's down on his luck. Well, he is. He's just talking to himself. Shush. Be quiet and listen. I knew it. I shouldn't have done that. I blew it again. What? Done that? What did he do, I wonder? Hey, you! About what you said. I got an objection. What the? Edgy, you dirty rat. Claire. Gumshoe, you oaf. I am sorry, sir. Before I knew it, I was shouting out objection. And in a loud, commanding voice, too. I even pointed with my pointer finger. Great. You watched too many trials. I'm sorry. Great. Okay, Larry, the jig is up. What have you got to say for yourself? Nothing, obviously. Got a freaking banner. This thing. He had it in the God Lake one too, right? What is this festive looking ornament? It reminds me of art class in grade school. Used to have a lot of fun decorating the classroom with origami, remember? Give me a second. Oh yeah, you were never any good at it. Really? Yeah, this guy was so bad he couldn't even fold $1, let alone a crane. Everyone tried to comfort him, but he would just sit there sobbing. What the hell? Really? I never would have expected that. Be quiet already. I'll never forget the shame of that day. Great. You want a crane? I can now make a perfect quarter-inch crane without a single flaw. You know, Edgy. Nothing for nothing, but a quarter-inch crane without a single flaw is not easy. Yeah, that's quite a feat, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Great. Grr, this is exactly why I hate childhood friends. Because they know shit about your childhood. You can see the bridge. I hate childhood friends, and Edgeworth here all of his and Larry's childhood tales. Great, got an achievement. It's a little far, but I have a pretty clear view of Dusky Bridge from here. Ah, I still can't believe it. Really? No? What is it, Larry? Huh? Nothing. It's nothing. Sounds pretty suspicious to me. Something about that statement smells. And you know what they say? If something smells, it's usually the butt. Yeah. Unfortunate name, little dock. This is the Eagle River, sir. It runs pretty fast, so it doesn't ice over, even in winter. If it had iced over, Wright would have been in some serious trouble. You're right about that. He would have landed on the ice and slid downstream to who knows where it slid, huh? Not exactly what I meant, but alright. I mean, ice is like, it's rock, basically. Got a staircase. These go all the way to Dusky Bridge. It's a pretty long but easy walk. I fell down 4 times on my way down here, sir. Oh, sorry about that, detective. I ate 4 bananas and tossed their peels on the stairs on my way down here. What the hell? Littering? What? So that's what I was slipping on. Be careful on the way back. Those deadly banana peels are still out there. That's a real important piece of information right there, Mr. Edgeworth. I doubt it. I really doubt it, by the way. Heavenly Hall. The straw roof is totally covered with freshly fallen powdery snow. Wow, makes a nice image, doesn't it? I always did like the rustic look. Heavenly Hall. I suppose it's an appropriate name in some sense. You got that right. Look at that bridge up there. This place has to be heaven because that thing is hell. You would do well to remember, Larry, that this is a sacred place to some people. Don't just call it hell. Also, why did you frickin... What's this? That's a horrible graffiti problem you got there, pal. Hope that's his painting. You don't know anything, detective. This is art. It's an expression of my bittersweet love for Iris. Larry, do you know what the difference between graffiti and true art is? It's how the artist himself defines it, right? I should have seen that one coming. Well, if that's the case, then all of my lunchboxes are masterpieces too, pal. Yeah, anything is art then at that point, right? Oh, everything can be art if you just say, oh, it's art. Okay. Great. Okay, I don't think I'm missing anything. Got a lot of stuff here. Got them all. Hey Larry, what do you think about my attorney's badge? Come to think of it, when you were a kid, you were always saying, when I grow up, I want to be a lawyer and defend people, or something like that. That was a long time ago. But see, now you've got the chance to follow your boyhood dream for a day. Edgy, you've gotta do it. You've gotta save my little Iris. Sure, this is exactly why I hate childhood friends. Okay, great. A Megatama, received from Wright. Something about reading people's hearts. What utter nonsense. Hey, I know I may not look like it, but I'm an artist. I refuse to look at anything that doesn't have a radiant or beautiful motif. Didn't even give it a glance. Hanging scroll. Okay, Iris's hood. Doesn't care about it. Temple map. Doesn't care. Occult New Year's issue. Doesn't care. Photo of Elise will care. I still can't believe it. She was such a great person. But someone's pinning this murder on my sweet little Iris. Edgy, please. I'm counting on you. Well, frankly, I was hoping you could give me a little more than that. Well then. I got it. I'll draw you a portrait. How about that? Since you're kind enough to offer, alright. Great. Weather data, doesn't care about it. The lightning struck, blah blah blah. Note to Iris, you know about this? No? Okay. The victim staff. Yep, that's the staff that Miss Elise was always carrying. But Miss Elise, why? Huh? What is it, Larry? It's missing the gem? There's something missing from this staff. There's something missing. That's all. The sword, bloody sword. I'm an artist, okay. Autopsy report. A testimony. Okay. Phoenix Wright. He was a good guy. A real pal to the end. When I look back now, I have nothing but good memories. What's with the past tense? He's not dead, you know. Yeah, you're right. Anyway, the guy owes me. After all, I saved his life. What is that supposed to mean? If I hadn't called for help so quickly, he would have died. It's no surprise though. I used to be a security guard. It was all instinct, baby. He has a point. He called me pretty quickly too. I think Larry's pretty good at motivating people. I just wish he would try motivating himself once in a while. He's not good at that. They come to... Okay, he's an artist. Larry Butts, yourself. Huh? Me? All you have to know is to remember not to call me Larry anymore. What? I am a new person now. I have been reborn as Laurice Duxnum. Alright, fine. Let me ask you something else then, Larry. Call me Laurice. If you don't, then I'll call you Myleaf Duxnum. Great. Elise, and it's the same thing. Counting on you, draw portrait. Iris, he'll definitely have a comment. I have a feeling that she's hiding something. Could be. After all, she's shy and gets embarrassed pretty easily. I don't think that has anything to do with it. Why not? Look, I know all about this kind of thing. Come on, Edgy. You were a guy once. Lots of girls are like Iris. You know I'm right. Well, you most certainly seem to have convinced yourself. Man, I love shy girls like her. It's just so cute. You know what I mean? Still doesn't listen to others, I see. I guess some people just never change. And then Godot, he will not care. Okay. And then Bikini, head none. I am just no good with people like her. She reminds me too much of my mother. May I speak now? Huh? Sure. I don't care how you feel about her personally. Just tell me what you know about her and how she's related to the case. Don't you think you are expecting a little too much of me? I am just a 25-year-old jobless bum trying to be an apprentice artist. Ha 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 ha. I am actually starting to feel jealous of this guy. Just a little. He doesn't do any work. Maya Fey, what about her? Oh, it's Maya. Dick was trying to go save her, you know. But instead, he wound up falling off the bridge. I'm not surprised though. Nick always gets himself into trouble. Well, if that isn't the pot calling the kettle black. I just hope that Maya doesn't catch a cold too. Or something worse. I mean, she is stuck there. Maya stuck in. Oh hey, it's Pearl. But she's way cuter than this Pearl I used to go out with. Like in a kid cute way, yeah? Yes, well, apparently she hasn't been seen the whole morning. What did you say? Edgy! Why are you wasting your time with me then? What's wrong with you? Excuse me? If anything happens to her, I'll never forgive you. I didn't do anything. Wow, I guess he's right for a change, sir. You should be looking for her. Now I feel like I am the bad guy in all of this. The police will be looking for her, obviously. Heavenly Hall. What is this little shack anyway? It's the last question, by the way. Well, I just discovered it myself yesterday. There's a sign pointing to it. And why were you down here in the first place? Come on. I'm an artist. I was looking for a good place to sketch. Did you read the note? This is a great little place. It's artistic. It's quiet, it's cold, it's got no power, and it looks like it's about to collapse. Sounds a lot like my apartment there, pal. Great. One thing's for sure, no one is likely to show up and disturb you here. So can I get you something to drink? Some hot water maybe? He's getting all buddy on us, sir. Iris under the crime. Okay, we'll ask this question in the next one. Let's save here.